All right, again. So I'm just posting this video. Maybe someone will watch. Uh, this is a channel where I call Make Money Journey. And this video could be, you may be seeing this video in any other place. But, in the journey of making money, you got to gather emails because you can supply, you can, you can gather emails of people. And then when you make a video, you can send it to them. Or when you are selling something, you can send them the link so they can buy something. When you have many people's email, you can send them anything you want them to see. Rather than relying on YouTube to give you views, like in my one of my channel, I've not been getting good views lately. Don't know why. So since I'm complaining or worried about YouTube pushing my video to people, why don't I go and get my own people? I'm expecting my video to be on YouTube homepage. Let me go find people and send my videos to them. That way I can get all the views and all the good things that I want. Okay? So I've been asking people in my YouTube channel to leave their email. But if I gather their email, how can I write emails to 100 people, to 1,000, to 100,000, 1 million people at the same time? How can I write bulk email? So I decided to look for ways to do that. There's something like MailChimp, Aweber, and all those stuffs. But there's this one here that is very, very nice and it's simple to use. It's called system.io or systeme. I'm just going to call it system.io. So here, I'm actually recording this video because this channel is called Make Money Journey. In my journey to making money, anything I come across that is worth talking about, is worth sharing and remembering, I come and I register it or I document it in video form and keep it there. Somebody could make use of it, or I may refer to it later if I need that information again in case I don't remember what I did before. So Systeme is a whereby you can create a kind of a page. It's like a mini website. I don't know what to call it. They call it landing page. I don't like that word landing page. Sometimes they use terms that make a simple thing too difficult because giving it a very complex name. Like if I want to collect people's email, something like this. Let me show you. Let me get back to this something again. Like I'm creating this one right now and I had a problem and I can't leave this page now. So like I wanted that. So, okay, let me just, I'm not going to go into all that detail. Let me talk about System itself. So this place allows you to create a kind of a link. So when people click that link, I mean, they don't allow you to click. I mean, you create this thing and then you get the link of it. So that when you tell people, sign up for my email list or subscribe to my email list, or I want your email. It could be you want to give them something like a book or a free video, and then anyhow you want to do, they're going to come to your email address. They're going to come to your email. So they have to kind of like enter that email before they get what you want to give to them. Anyway, the most popular way people collect emails of other people is trying to give them something. You know, I've got this book I want to give to you. I want to share this video with you. I want to give you this interesting thing. So if you like, I'm not asking you anything. They won't even say they want to collect your email. You know, people are very corny. Say, I've got this sheet for you, blah blah. You see all those adverts. It's your email they're looking for. You think they're trying to do you any good? They only want your email. So once you go in there and you're trying to download that book or that cheat sheet or whatever it is that I don't know why somebody say cheat sheet. That cheat sheet is like a book or a paper that is very amazing. That's like you're cheating and it's a sheet. People, you will talk too much with terms. So as you're trying to go and get that free gift, then it's going to ask you to give your email before you can. So once you put your email and you click, then you have access to that book or whatever they want to give to you. So, but that thing is called, they call that thing a landing page. It's not really a website. It's going to be something like this. So the problem I'm having is that, why am I sharing this? So this system A can do that for you. With that system, you can create a kind of a place where people will go and see that page, and there they can leave their email. And then somehow this thing is arranged that you are going to see that email, and you can write all of them and tell them something, send them link. So basically you use this instead of using your usual Yahoo or your Google email. Because here you can write bulk email and you can send them stuff, you can sell them stuffs and all that good thing. Even if it's thousands of emails. I know maybe this is the free version I'm using here. And I like the fact that I can create and design something here. So I'm designing this one as you're seeing right now. So after they get the first page where they're going to leave their email, then there's something called thank you page. So this thing is forcing me to create a thank you page. And it's really frustrating. So after creating the thank you page by design, I have to design all of this. Like for example, if I touch it, you see I can design it, I can change it. For example, I can see I delete that. I have to write it again. So you can delete and you can arrange and create all these things here. So the big problem I had, that there's a place that I had here that said that I wrote enter our website, because I said, okay, thank you. Your details have been received by email and all done. So after they put their email, then it will come to this place where I'm telling them thank you that they gave me their email. So I'm saying I've got their details and everything is okay. So I'm not saying before you go, click below to visit our site. So I wrote all this. So stay there, watch amazing videos and become a better musician. That channel is about music and all that stuff. But this enter website that I wrote, I noticed that when I test it, because you can test it and go and see how this thing will look like without all these things on the side. You can test it for real. But when I test it and I click the enter website, it doesn't take me to my website. It's just an ordinary text. So even though the template they give to us, what they call it, templates, another term for template, I think it's template. It's samples of what you can use to design your own. If the design is a little bit close to what you're trying to do, you can take that, then change the text and change the pictures and use that as a starting point. Template, I suppose. The template that I chose, it has something like this. I'm like, this is very cool. Enter our website. So it was something like this. I changed it and I put my own background picture and everything. I could this snowy picture here, I couldn't remove it. I don't know how to remove it yet, but it's okay, no problem. Then they have their own logo, their own, so that they can advertise themselves as they are giving us something free. But I noticed that even though I used that template, this thing here, it wasn't clickable. So I was trying to see how I can click it and make it that I can now put my website address. So when they click it, it takes me to my website. You can make it go anywhere. You can even make it go to your YouTube channel. Any URL you put in there, when they click it, that's where it will go. And it could have been, I thought maybe you can make anything clickable. So I was trying to right click, but right click doesn't do anything. It takes me to the usual Google something. I look at all these buttons here. This one is copy. I couldn't see how to turn. Yeah, I couldn't see how to do it. So what I had to do to solve this big problem, I just had to look into this thing on the left hand side. Then I saw something called button. Scroll down. See this thing called button with a finger or a hand. That's what you can click. So I had to click this thing. When I click this thing, let me just do it. It's going to mess up my work here, but I need to show it. Oh my goodness. Okay, click here again. The thing is very, very complex to use. Extremely complex to use. Not straightforward at all. Just like Elementor. So when you click it, so this thing came up. So because this thing is written button, and whatever it gives you, only then you can have a way of turning this to something that people can click, and you can take them to whatever website address that you put on it. So then I have to now go in and change it. Instead of saying click here, I have to scroll down and see where it says click here. Then I wrote my own words instead of saying click here. Then I changed this background picture. The one that said top set, I removed everything that was here. So this was like a sample. Then I turned it until it became like this. Change the color, change the font, make it big and all that good stuff. So let me delete this one. So this is what I now moved it and brought it up here. So now when I click this one, when you first of all do it, there's a place called URL. As you scroll, when you touch each of those things, you open something at the side. That side stuff is what you use to adjust the thing that you're working on. In this case, is this one. If I touch this, it will show me things on the side to use to adjust this one. Maybe change the text, change the color, make it come up, make it come down. So in this case, this one is the one that's called button. The other ones, if I touch it just says ordinary text. You see, like this one. But this one says button, which means that it's something that is clickable. Fucking complicated, my goodness. These people now, wow. So now I go and scroll down. I see a place that says URL. So when I see this place at URL, I now went to my own website. I copied my website URL and I put it here, or anything that you want them to go to. So as I now put it here, it doesn't even have enter. I was like, what is this? Then I just scroll down. I moved it. I adjusted it to fit just where I wanted it, and change the color. Blah blah blah, until I felt it was okay and nice. So that was how I did that. So I just now say save changes. So if I click this eye here, I don't like this. What's this one here? Let me take this one off. What's this? I can remove this one. I click that dustbin, there it goes. So now, remember I've put my URL of my website in that thing when I click this. So when they now click this, then it will work. That was a serious nightmare, very difficult. So let me go and save it. So when you click this eye here, it will now display it the way it will look when people come to it. So I'm going to remove this. It's telling me it's a preview, not the real one. I'm just going to remove this one here. So this is how it's going to look like, everything I designed. So now when they click this place, it will now actually take them to the URL that I gave. And I've clicked it right now. You can see. You can see it's taking them to my website. This is my website that I created for music. I'm still not finished with it yet. So that's looking interesting. Although I wished it opened in a new page. I don't know why it opened like this. No, it doesn't need to open in a new page because they don't need this page here. They just came here and they are seeing it. So they don't really need this page. Not that they are going to come back here and read something. So it can just open directly to my website and they can continue watching videos or doing anything that they find interesting in my website. Okay, so that is nice. So that has been saved. Now I'm going to now exit. Now listen very carefully. This is very, very complicated stuff. That's why I came to make video about it. It's very complicated. It's supposed to be simple, but some people don't have brains. When they make things, they make it too complex because their brain itself works in complex ways because of the school systems and everything. So this is the place where I created those things. So excuse me, this system called thissystem.io, you sign up for it by giving them your email. And you start getting email from them every day. I'm just joking. Anytime people give you something free on the internet, they want something from you. They know you're a potential customer. You could buy something. You could pay for the paid version. So when you open this thing after signing up and everything, you go to see a lot of things are here, emails. So I don't know how to use it yet. I'm just making this video because I went through something very difficult and I felt I should record the process so that in case I forget, I don't have to start watching some videos on YouTube. People talk too much. They never get to the main practical point. Talk about their own personal life and their own personal stuff rather than showing us what we need to learn. So you come here to funnels, and when you come here to funnels, I guess to look like this. So funnels list. So you're lucky there. Just created some things. It's very complicated. So This is a squeeze. This one is the, you can see it looks like an email. I don't know why it's called squeeze page. I tell you, these people crazy. Not only these people, the whole internet, most people that do things are not smart, including YouTube, Facebook, everything. They are not made simple enough. Trust me. So anyway, so this is the one I created first. So I click it there. Then you can see it's like, what is all of this? What is all these things here? Because it's too complicated. It's this thing that looks like a pencil here that you have to click to design your email collecting form landing page. This is the one I created. You can see these things appear on the side, which allows you to create and customize and do all those things. So, but it's all based on the template. It's a place you get the template. I can't even remember right now how I even did it. It was so hard, I gave up. Oh my goodness. It was so hard, I gave up. And after a month, I came back. I'm like, no, I need to finish this thing because I need this thing. I'm just delaying everything. I need to go forward with my life and go get this billions. So this is the something. So people will now come and enter the email here. I created all of this. I wrote all these things. This thing is not easy at all. It looks very much like Elementor. So notify me, change the color, blah, blah. I wrote all these things. There's a template there that's already written. I just changed the text to my own. And I also put my background picture. To put my background picture here was freaking hell. Hell. So what I did was I came here, as I put my mouse pointer everywhere, it's just changing and highlighting different stuff. I couldn't remove this one on the side. I don't know why. It was too complicated. So I don't know, rows and columns and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, it's not a problem for me. Maybe I can. I don't care about removing it. Anyway, I could remove it because if I remove it, I won't save it. Let me try. Well, see, it destroyed the whole thing. See what I'm saying? The thing is very complicated. This is why I suffered a lot. So I'm not going to save it. I'm going to exit because if I save it, and you can't save many copies. Very careful now. Not been saved. Saved now. I don't want to save it. All unsaved data will be lost. No, this page has not been saved. Save now. Yes. Do I click I want to save it? Yes. I don't want to save it. All unsaved data will be lost. You see? See why I say that confusing? If they say all unsaved data will lost, you say yes. So this yes, is it yes to this one or yes to the main thing they wrote? Fucking people, I'm going to click no. Changes that you made may not be saved. Okay, that makes me know what's going to happen. You can see how complicated it is. I'm going to come back again to the squeeze page. I don't know why it's even called squeeze. Why is it called? You put a crease. So I click it again. I hope the thing is still there. You see, it's still there. I told you it's very complicated because you see the X. This, when I click it, when I touch it, it's highlighting this blue side, which means it doesn't have to do with this. But somehow it removes it. So I told you it's very complicated. But yeah, somebody will say it's very easy. It's just drag and drop. Yeah, come and drag and drop. Let me see. Anyway, so this is the one. So if I click the eye, and you can save many copies of it. If I click the eye, then it takes me to see how to look like when people come to it. So it will look like this. So people will not enter their email address here. Blah 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 blah. I mean, not www. They enter their email. I also wanted to ask their name. Listen, I didn't want people to give their names. Because when people are telling me to get something and they ask email address, they ask your first name, they ask your surname, they ask too many things. And most of these people on the internet are so stupid. They ask a lot of questions and I just like click off. I'm not interested. So me knowing that, I'm like, I'm not going to ask too many questions. Just the email. And all those companies that send you email every day to buy stuffs, they're so dumb, stupid. They send you email. I won't read them. They're telling you buy something or do this. They're so dumb. Every day. Why would you send somebody email every day? Send some so me knowing how and why I don't click those emails they send to me maybe I saw somebody on the internet and I like what he was doing. Maybe I was trying to pay for a course and I watched the program after clicking the advert, and he talk, because he got my email also. He started sending me email every day. Send him email every day, hoping that I will buy his course. But that's stupid, really stupid. What I would expect for them to do, for example, when they send me email, they could send me a little video, not just write some stupid text. Send me a little video that I can read and I can watch. Let me close the window from this stupid dog barking every time. Life sometimes is too difficult for no reason. Living a place, dog is barking all the time when you open the window. Thank God it's a double glazed window. Anyway, we'll make this money. We'll make our life. We'll bring everything together. So, like, because I'm talking about money making here, and everything I'm saying is towards that. So, sitting in life. So, because me also, I'll start sending emails to people every day. I'll start sending them email, not every day, but every once in a while. I will send them videos and I'll have very captivating title, and I make sure that it doesn't waste their time. Maybe a video of 2 minutes or 1 minute, something like that, if I'm trying to sell them something. Or in this case, I'm using mine to send them, I'm using this case to make them watch my YouTube videos. Oh my God. So instead of me waiting to get views from YouTube directly, maybe YouTube suggests my videos or browse features. F all of that YouTube BS. F all of that. They're too wicked. Because I noticed that YouTube only shows my videos to African people because YouTube knows I'm African. You know how YouTube works? They can tell your accent and tell where you're from and everything like that. So they're only showing my videos mostly to people who are kind of like my kind, which is very, very bad of YouTube, because it's a algorithm based. Everything is copycat. Everything is like working according to what is what. It's a copying. You know what I'm trying? I call it copy machine. Copy machine system. If you watch a music video, it shows you more music video. If you watch a video about dating, it shows you a video about dating. You just keep repeating and following patterns. So if it sees you're an African from your accent, it shows your videos to more African people. So that thing, because of it being an algorithm, it doesn't allow people that are not Americans easily successful, and it's also racist. Also, all these things are part of YouTube. I know. If you don't believe me, okay, I won't argue with you. But go and ask any African person that's got YouTube channel. Let them tell you whether there's such a thing. They will tell you yes. Some people I know would have been million subscribers by now, but it's going very slow because they are not American or because they're not British. So the thing is got prejudice, the algorithm, and I think it's programmed like that. So anyway, when I send email to people every once in a while, send them something that can captivate them, that wouldn't waste their time also. So that's that. So people enter their email here, like blah 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 at so email.com. That's all. So they'll now click notify me. So when okay, let me just try. Let me put an email address there. Let me just formulate something. I love you too much. I love you too much. I'm sure this exists at, let's say, yahoo.com. I'm just formulating this one to try this thing out because this thing is all complicated. This systema.com. So I click notify me. So I'm pretending to be somebody that has seen this thing, wants to participate in what I'm telling them to. They should drop that email here, right? I said to get free access to my videos, drop your email below. Sign up to be the first to see my exclusive videos and articles. So they drop that email here. You now click notify me. Remember, this was a test page. So it's telling me thank you. This page is displayed because a thank you page was not defined. This is the dilemma I'm going through with this stupid program here, and I don't find any video to show me how this is done. But anyway, no problem. So it's supposed to show this afterwards. After you put your email address and you click that whatever button, it should bring you here. Then the people say, okay, thank you. Oh, yeah, welcome. Yes. They should see this. Then they can now click this to go to the page and do the rest of the stuff. But I don't know why it's not as straightforward as it's supposed to be. I just wanted to show how I was able to turn the button to be clickable. That's just the main thing I wanted to record, not all of this. But this also is important because this thing is freaking complicated. So now, so if I wanted it, for example, you see this notify me. Look at all the elements in this thing. Not all of them are clickable, and you can turn them to become clickable. See, as you turn it, you say text. This one is called row. Is it row? I don't know. It's text. This one is form input. So if you want to create a page, people can write something. You have to go and look for the one that says form input and drop it. If you want to just write something, look for text and you drop it. Headline and things like that. So like that. Image, video, carousel, column. Yeah. Button. So this is the form input. So if you want to create another one of this one to put, maybe for example, to put like their name, you will just drag this in there. But it's still gonna jump all the way down. So hard. I don't know why. Then you say name. Now it says email. I'm sure you can. Then this is the main one I'm talking about. Button. You can see when I put the mouse on this one, it says button up here. Maybe I'm not used to it. That's why it's complicated. But not only that, the way it's working is not. Something can be new, but it's easy. Something can be something. There may be something you never used before, but it can be easy because they make it the way humans think. But these people, I don't know whether they're hybrid or Nephilim. I don't know. It's weird. Everything you try to do on the internet is extremely hard. Even if you're a very smart person, you have to know how they talk and how they do stuff. I just wanted to show you about this thing called button. So when you click this thing called button, you can decide to write notify me. You can decide to write enter my website. You can decide to write whatever you want here, or click here or buy now, click here to whatever you write is what will appear. And as they click, you take them to the website. Because when you are creating this thing, you can put a website where they can go. So this is also what they call landing page. Like when somebody is selling something to people, maybe you're selling a book, selling a medicine, selling whatever you are selling on the internet, some of this affiliate market. This is what you have to create. It's not a website, it's what they call a landing page. It's just a page. It's like a micro website that has only one page. They're only there to see something, and then from there they can click where it takes them to go and buy. So the actual place to buy may not be right here. Maybe a place they go to and then they click buy. Or they click it's like a way they land first, and from there they can go and get what you want them to do next. So that's what it's called, landing page. And mostly people do what they call all these crazy terms are making me crazy. They call it lead magnet. Or you give people something, and as you give them that thing, and as they're trying to get that thing, they have to drop their email before they can get it. So it's called lead magnet. So that is that. I'm going to stop this recording right now. I'm still going to see how this is done. Why it's telling me that blah, 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 blah. So peace. Thank you. Now you know.